So this morning we're doing Medicine Buddha. Thanks, Mary. We're going to do Medicine Buddha and specifically for Mummy Max. Mary, you weren't here last night, right? Oh, you were here. Oh, okay. So this one man who so it does appear that there are quite a few people doing the Vajrasattva with us from YouTube, but they're not doing it live. So we have Kenny in Belgium, and then there's this other man who just wrote to me, and his friend Lucy has cancer in the heart, which I just can't imagine what that would be or how that would feel. But anyway, he asked us, could we please dedicate for her? So, even though we don't know these people, it's just a good idea to keep people in mind. Hello, Black Cat and Coral. See, I saw Black Cat before you saw Black Cat.
Venerable, can we also dedicate for him? Because I think we're trying to calculate the 49th day, maybe Sunday, but could we also dedicate for her today?
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
reminding me, Marion. Yeah. Okay, let's just settle into, I just want to check the sound before I start chanting is okay. All right, let's just settle into a nice, comfortable meditation posture, seated posture. Feet flat on the ground, knees, hips width apart, shoulders are aligned with the hips. And imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light, stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. And just lengthen. Really try and put some space in between those vertebrae. You can imagine the crown of the head reaching for the ceiling. And just a little bit of length in the back of the neck. And when you sort of do, if you want to sort of drop your chin a little bit, just really be aware that you're not sort of allowing the weight of your head to pull your neck kind of too far out of alignment with your shoulders, because it creates a huge amount of stress on the neck and the upper back because our heads are so heavy. And you can just imagine your eyes looking along the length of the nose, if they were open, to a spot a little bit ahead of you. If your eyes were to be open, you'd probably have them in what's called a dristi gaze in yoga, but it would be sort of kind of unfocused. And sometimes I think if you are a little bit drowsy, it's a really good idea to just crack your eyes open a tiny bit just to allow some light to come in, then you can close them again. I sometimes think, though, that because we're so easily distracted, it's the moment we see color and light and movement, it kind of brings our mind away from our meditation. So it's a little bit of six of one, half a dozen the other. Like we have our eyes closed, we want to go back to sleep, we get drowsy, we have them open, we're distracted. Anyway, these are our two main problems with meditation. So you decide what works best for you. And then be aware of sound in your environment. So just allow those sounds to be there. So trying not to follow them with the mind. So we're morning here right now. So early morning here in California. So everything's very quiet still. For some of you, the day has already, really quite on its way. So it's probably busy. So just allow the sounds to be there, trying not to follow with the mind. And then notice the thoughts that might be arising in the mind. Try to put some space in between them. Just allow them to be there without sort of pushing them away, grasping onto them. And, try not to judge what's going on in the mind. Sometimes it's like, oh, not this again. But be happy to see it, greet it. It's like, fantastic, you're here. Oh gosh, I'm glad I saw that. Because then you can work with it. And so take a wee step back and look at your thoughts with a level of objectivity. So we place ourselves on the bank of our river and just watch that water flowing on by. And just notice the quality of the water this morning. However the water is, you're sitting there on the bank and you're dry and you're free from that water. So let's bring to mind all these people of our life, particularly Mummy Max, who is transitioning. Although I did hear the other day that this is not quite the first time this has happened, but maybe this time, who knows? Anyway, all of us could die before her. But right now, it looks like Mummy Max is transitioning. So keep her in your mind. Imagine her here with us. And then Lucy, Hin. I'm sure Hin's in a very good place right now as we come up for the 49th day. So what they say about the bardo is that, I'm not sure how this works, but anyway, or how they even came to these numbers. But they say if you haven't reincarnated within this 49-day period, you will. It's kind of the end of the time in the bardo. We bring to mind all the people of our life, our loved ones. the ones we don't like so much and are strangers. And due to this impermanent nature of this world that we live in, they can all change place at any time. And then they're all equal in their wish to be happy, they wish to be free from suffering and having this extraordinary capacity for Buddhahood, just like all of us. So now I'm going to share the Medicine Buddha image for you all as a reference. You know, if you're happy just keeping your eyes closed, that's fine too. So you can imagine Medicine Buddha above the crown of your head. And, you know, these tankas are quite intricate, so you can keep it simple. It can be just a ball of blue light if you wish. But the important thing is to get the feeling of it, the feeling of this energy of healing. And he's sitting on a moon disk, resting in the center of an open lotus with his legs crossed in the full lotus position. And he's facing the same way as you are. His body is made of royal blue light. So it's the color of sapphire, just deep blue. And every aspect of this image above the crown of your head, this visualization, is light, made of light, radiating light. So if you can get that. Those of you who are artists, this might not be so difficult. I also found that when I was doing these tanka painting courses with Andy Weber, once I started drawing these deities, it all of a sudden became a lot easier to, for some reason, to imagine them. But you can also just imagine this, you know, ball of blue light above the crown of the head. That's enough. His right hand is resting on his right knee. So the back of his right hand is resting on his right knee with the fingers pointing down. And the thumb and the forefinger are, you know, they're touching, and in between, they're holding the stem of an aurora plant. So this is a medicine plant. And his left hand is in his lap and in the gesture of concentration, and that's holding a bowl, again, the color of sapphire, but it's made of light. And it's filled with the nectar. And this nectar is to purify and bless us and clear all of our negativities, all our illnesses. And he's wearing the 3 saffron robes of a monk, has all the signs and marks of a fully enlightened Buddha. His face is peaceful and smiling, and he's looking at all living beings in the universe with compassion and loving kindness. So you can we'll spend a minute or two just with this image of this beautiful Buddha above the crown of our head. Also, you can imagine this is the mind of your teacher manifesting in this form for your benefit. Imagine all these enlightened beings, all the energy of the enlightened beings and their sublime qualities, all resting on the crown of your head. Just really feel the peace and compassion emanating from him. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and anger that hold some close and others distant. So I'll say the prayer to the Medicine Buddha 3 times. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Medicine Guru, King of Sapphire Light, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Medicine Guru, King of Sapphire Light, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. To the Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, fully enlightened Buddha, Medicine Guru, King of Sapphire Light, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. May your vow to benefit sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. So now imagine infinite rays of white light flowing down from the heart and the body of the Medicine Buddha. And this light fills your body and purifies all disease, afflictions due to, like all of our negative karma and delusions, mental obscurations. And just imagine all of these negativities leave the body in the form of thick black liquid like engine oil and, thick black yucky smoke as well. And your body becomes as clean and clear as crystal. And you can also imagine all the other beings, Mummy Max, Hin, Lucy, and anyone else that you can think of that might need it, or just everyone, really. We all need it. Just kind of being purified in the same way. Oh, Jaya Chao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate So, Jaya Chao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha, Chaya Tao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha, Chaya Tao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samagate Soha, Taya Tao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samagate Soha, Taya Tao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha. Now this time imagine light flowing from Medicine Buddha. You can imagine golden light this time, if you wish, filling your body and bringing all the realizations of the path to enlightenment and all the qualities of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And you can imagine the same things happening to all the other beings around you, all your friends, your enemies, your strangers, Hin, Mummy Max, Lucy. Oh, Jaya Chao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha, Jaya Chao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha, Taya Tao, Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha. Taya Tom Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha. Taya Tom Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha, Taya Tom Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha, Taya Tom Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha. And imagine you've actually received all these excellent qualities and these blessings and inspiration of the Medicine Buddha. And particularly for those of you who are healers or have this as your job, really try and feel that you've embodied this energy. Even those of you who are not necessarily a chiropractor or as a massage therapist or counselor or whatever, we're all healers at some level. Now imagine that Medicine Buddha melts into light and comes to your heart, and your mind becomes enlightened with all the enlightened minds of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And just let your mind rest there to recite the mantra again. Om Jaya Tam Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soham, Jaya Tam Bekanze, Bekanze, Ma Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soham, Taya Tam Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha, Tayata, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soha, Tayata, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soham, Tayata, Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samangate Soham. And just let your mind rest for, we have a minute left, in a state that's completely clear and peaceful and free from its usual busy thoughts and conceptions. And this is really who you are. This is your true nature, not all this other stuff we have going on. Okay, everyone, just relax and dedicate all the positive energy, all the creative energy we've created this morning to all those people of our life, to Mummy Max, to Lucy, to Hin, and of course to all of yourselves, each and every one of us as we're moving along our spiritual path. Humbly, slowly, step by step. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mary, for hosting and for letting us know what's going on in the world. And lots of love, everybody. And I'll see some of you tonight. And we have a couple of things. Oh, yeah, these are all our ads. Okay. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank